Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. The kicker, Brandon Aubrey, is out to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. Under center is a 6'2", 225-pound signal caller, Aaron Rodgers.
Almost certainly a future Hall of Famer, and he's still seeking the storybook ending to his career. But he had patience, looked around, took his time before choosing his team, and boy, are they glad that he did, because he still has a lot of juice left despite being 41 years old. Finishing the top 10 in passing yards last season with nearly 4,000 yards and touchdowns as well with 28.
Not quite enough for the first, almost. Give him 9 instead, so that leaves him with an enviable second and inches. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. A throw left side, reeled in by the rookie wideout. 9 yards that time.
A gain of 9 yards.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second down. At the 40.
Rodgers going to throw. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's good for a Cowboys first down.
Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down, because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Here now, 2nd and 4. On play action, Rodgers. And the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. McCaffrey going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Again, McCaffrey. But he will go backwards as he stopped for a loss. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
A loss of 2 on the play. It's 3rd down and goal to go.
Now it's Rodgers. Dancing to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Rodgers taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So here are the Falcons now as they get set for their opening possession. They're led out by the son of the Hall of Famer out of Colorado. It's Shedeur Sanders.
Very highly regarded going into the draft. It was a surprise that he lasted until the 5th round. I was there in Green Bay and witnessed the whole thing happening. But he has a great chance to prove his doubters wrong. I think he's going to a great situation. We know he's incredibly accurate, completed over 74% of his passes in his final season at Colorado. And what I like the most, his attitude, handling what happened to him during the draft process. Now he has a chance to be the guy in Cleveland.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Those are the types of run, Charles, that they say this first-year running back can provide a lot more of in the future.
He made it look easy, didn't he? Picking up that first down. Some have described him as a diamond in the rough with a lot of polish, a nice little buffing. This guy could be one of the top backs going forward.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there. Showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
Here's a quick throw to Thielen. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. A give. Here's Jenkins. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Here's 3rd and 10.
Fix the eagle. Fix the eagle. Hey, check that. Check that. Street.
Throwing, Sanders. And a throw there going to be incomplete. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays. You kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
So after the made field goal, back out is Aubrey to kick this away. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front, or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the ball.
Let's see if they can disrupt it here. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down at the Falcons' 47-yard line.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. Gets past one man. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
I would say that's what you call a whole lot for a little, huh?
When you bust that move out of the bag, you hope for more than 4 yards, but hey, 4 is what he got. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 19. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
First and 10.
Rodgers now to throw. Pass out left finds Johnston. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
15-yard line.
Now Rodgers. Touchdown, Cowboys. Mike Gesicki, a touchdown, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. That time, a 6-play drive. And it all concluded with a touchdown pass to the tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Defense is always talked about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Sanders to throw. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. So the completion good for 6 yards. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. At least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
From the gun, it's Shador. Over the middle, complete. It's Thornton. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Brings up 4th down.
7 Pirates. Let's go.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Sanders. That is caught. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. On the zone read, this is Judkins. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Offense looked a little bit discouraged after that play, shaking their heads a bit, looking at each other. I think they thought they'd get a lot more out of that call. Sometimes you do get the running lane you want. And other times, the defensive front, they just break up the play before it can get going.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. These offensive starters still out there in the 2nd quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the 3rd quarter, if not all the way through it.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the 3rd quarter, they might pull them after that. If not, might leave them out there a little bit longer, but I'll guarantee this, they'll be gone by the start of the 4th quarter.
His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down.
1st down, Falcons.
That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down at the 47.
Now Sanders. Setting up the screen for Judkins. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Falcons.
1st down, Atlanta.
Come on.
Play action. It's Sanders. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Yeah, their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple.
At the 4-yard line.
18 Cardinal. 60 Maverick.
To throw is Sanders. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Dante Thornton from 4 yards out. And the Falcons are back within a score. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Second quarter now, Falcon football. As they've got it as we resume action. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Dances by him. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Now Aaron Rodgers and the offense heading back onto the field. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of the route, too.
Still going. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. DJ Moore, 64 yards. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They go play action now. Sanders steps away. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. An inside run with Judkins. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons.
And the Falcons 1st down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Sanders completes this one to Thornton. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Atlanta.
Here's Sanders. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Milton Williams breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 19 tight.
To throw now, here's Sanders. And it's intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they cooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On first down. This is McCaffrey. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Brings up second down.
2nd and 6.
23-yard line.
Here's Rodgers. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the lead grows to 14 at 24-10. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now his man, it's Thornton. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Back to throw now on 1st down. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
You know, if this is the regular season, partner, we'd be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, got to worry about making the team. Those types of errors don't help you.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Work in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
It's a gain of 18. That's good for a Cowboys first down.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So able to add on to their first half lead here, Charles, forcing the miscue with a fumble and then turning that into 3 points.
Yeah, and more than happy to accept any mistakes the other side is willing to make. No problem. You turn it over, we'll take that, and we'll use it to expand our lead.
Here's Sanders. A final shot before break. The pass caught by his running back, Nick Chubb. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. Looks like somebody's ready to begin the regular season, skipping over halftime here in the final game of the preseason. 3rd quarter, here we go. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Falcons offense ready to get going to begin this 3rd quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already, they need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
As we surmise, Charles, most of the starting units still out there for this 3rd quarter. First time this preseason that they played into the second half.
And that's by design. Most of the time by this point of the preseason, you want them to go into the half, cool down, and then come back out and warm up to start the 3rd quarter like you would a regular season game. That's exactly what they wanted to get done.
Now it's 2nd and 10. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Downfield and caught by Thornton. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, Falcons.
Sanders once more. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Throwing, Sanders. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
19 tight. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Operating from the gun. Sanders. And that will be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. Looking to put a drive together. Now it's Rodgers. Over the middle, he's going to find Burden. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
And the Cowboys, first down. 1st and 10 at the 30.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. He's got the connection to Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
48-yard line.
Pitching it out to McCaffrey. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Running lanes were a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Throwing is Rodgers. Able to find the open man. That's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
That's another Cowboys.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd down at the 21-yard line.
Here's Rodgers to throw. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now Rodgers. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him to first.
10 yards. That's another Cowboys first down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Back at the 5-yard line now. Second and goal. Now Rodgers. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. That was Justin Reed, the safety, who got to the quarterback.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. This one from 35 yards away. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
Take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And the Falcon first down.
Off the bootleg, here's Sanders. On the move to his left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On play action, here's Shador. And his throw is incomplete. Now, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Isaac Yedem picks it. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still have the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 24. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly. To throw is Sanders. Throwing after the interception. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
A gain of 15 yards. That's good for a Cowboys 1st down. 1st and goal.
Mostert not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll run the draw with Mostert. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Akers. And Akers, he is not going to get there. They mark him short of the 1st.
Short of the goal line.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Now it's the backup Winston. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jameis Winston punching it in from a yard away. And the Cowboys start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Back now in Arlington, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. So out come the Falcons now.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
23-yard line.
Now Sanders. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Sanders. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, nice move. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. For a big guy, Jameis sure can move. Did a nice job there picking up the 1st down with his legs. Here's Mostert. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the Falcons.
Again, it's Mostert. And he's going the wrong way again. He'll lose yardage here back to the 5. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 3rd and goal, Winston. And he's got it. And able to use the stiff arm to gain leverage initially, but not much room thereafter. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
They'll try it now with Mostert, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Sanders to throw. Slant route, and he finds Thornton. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Atlanta.
Here's Sanders. That's complete to Palmer. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. To throw now, here's Sanders. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Sanders going to throw again. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Working downfield, he's got Thornton. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 35.
Gain of 17 yards. First down, Falcons.
To throw is Sanders. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
From the shotgun, Sanders. And his throw's going to be incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To throw again, here is Sanders. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 16. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. They'll look to throw again. And it's caught. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
79 Broncos.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
The partner under the lights in primetime this off.